Come closer. Your captain needs you. There's something wrong. I'm not feeling right. That devil storm. What in the nine hells was that about? And where is my box? I need my box. Did you take it? You bilge rat. Something isn't right. To come so close. It's not fair. What's happening to me? I can't die. Not like this.
Hello, hello, hello. If anyone is there, let me know if you can hear me in the chat. So we can get our volume levels all set up properly, get our microphone set up properly. I think I've got the volume on a pretty good level, so we should be good. Unless, for some reason, it's not running, which would be bad. But it looks like it should be running, so... There you go! Zakaro. Alright, people can hear. We're doing well. Nobody here. I see at least 3 people, so we're doing okay so far. I mean, anytime it's a non-Final Fantasy or game that I usually play stream, we're probably gonna have a few less people than normal, but that's all good. It's part of the fun. And I thank you guys for showing up. It's great to have people here. So yeah, we're in New World. I was smart enough to go and get in the queue for the game. I want to say I was in queue for like an hour. We are not playing on our original Camelot server, which I hoped to play. Not for any real reason, apart from it sounding cool, but apparently other people felt that way, and there was like a 10,000 person lineup, and I did not care enough for that. So we're playing on, and I'm just trying to look up what I said. It's called Linrada server, so that's what we're playing. It had like a 300 person queue, and we're going for it. Yeah, so this is the tutorial. So I've done this like through each of the betas. It's not terribly interesting. It just teaches you how to play the game. I think there is a way to skip it in the options, but it's pretty quick too. So we're gonna scooch past it real quick, and then once we get into the actual game, I actually hope to take things pretty slow. One of the things Final Fantasy has taught me as a game, but also in terms of how I chose to play it, is taking your time and just reading things, appreciating the scenery and stuff in an MMO makes the experience so much better. So that's what I hope to do. So we're using Sword and Shield to begin, just because that's what you're given. But I do hope to use, I think, Musket Spear, though I'm also like, I'm between that and I like Bow Spear or Bow Rapier as well. I don't know. The musket is just so fun in this game though, so that's what I think I'm going to stay with once I get it. I mean, obviously I'll change depending on what content I do and stuff too. Oh, I always love this part. It's a beautiful game. Like, say what you will about the content type, about the combat, about anything you might not like about it, it's a pretty beautiful game. Like, even if you don't enjoy the style of art, like if it's too real for you or something like that, it's well done for what it is, I think, and that's just fun. So we go against this big baddie. This is, I believe, our captain from the ship. So we got shipwrecked on the island. That's kind of the main story, and there's lots of scary stuff that happens on the island, and we're dealing with the aftermath.
You would have been better off dying at sea.
Oof, a lot of my dodge power there. Let's go this way. Oof. I gotta get warmed up again. Alright, there you go. Do some clicks. Do some... There we go. Nice big attack. If you enjoy Musket, then maybe you'll try Machinist in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah. I am interested in doing some, like, more... Well, it's not the... It's actually the long range aspect I really enjoy, but... So I wonder if I'd almost enjoy... I don't know, the more I've looked at it, the mage, I think it's Black Mage, like, looks interesting to me, like just longer cast times from a distance. But Machinist would be cool too. I do think they're more mid-range though, the Machinists, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, we're in the island. We're actually in the official game now. This is the map. And it doesn't look like anything's been claimed yet, which is kind of nice. And we're starting near Rose Landing in First Light. So this is actually kind of new. I believe I started in, I think, Windsward last time I played, so this is going to be a little bit of a new experience for me, which is kind of cool. It's cool that you can start in different locations, so I don't know, I think there's 3 locations, maybe there's 4 that you start in. And it's cool that you do get the different experience, but one of the main criticisms of the game is that there's no way to go to the same place as your friend when you're joining. You kind of have to like walk across the game to get there. It kind of reminds me of Guild Wars 2 when you kind of made a different race from your friend and you had to like go all the way to LA and then go to their starting zone or have them come to you. So that's, you know, it's a little bit hard that way, but at least you can go find them.
We have here, don't we? Still, better off than...
yeah, I guess we're better off than the
Name's
crew.
Lynch. I'm down here from the First Light Settlement. Wanted to assess the impact of that storm that wrecked your ship.
All right. How's the voiceover sound? Is it too loud or too quiet, maybe? I'm Seesaw. I got Seesaw. I got the name Seesaw. I don't know how many Seesaws wanted it, but here we are. Get some fancy boots.
Wherever you come from, it's lost to you. This is your home now. Eternum. An isle of treacherous shores and lost memory. Nothing as it was in the old world. Death itself is a different creature here, and a finicky one. You've come back to life unscathed, but your crewmates and those from other ships weren't so lucky.
Yeah, my crew's dead apparently, but there's all these other people that are like spawning near me, so I'll find friends.
The right thing is to try and put them back to rest. It's better if you do it.
All right. So what did we get? We got some boots. Let's go ahead and equip those. Look at that. Got some boots. Gee, so this is, yeah, my character. This is Seesaw. The character creation in this game is, I would say, subpar. It reminds me of a video I did a while ago about character creations, and it's definitely the lower end of the top MMOs. So a little bit unfortunate, and it's definitely something that you would want to have as fleshed out as it could be prior to the launch. Like it's gonna be weird if they like give it an overhaul like a year after, and then people are like, okay, do I get to remake my character or what? So where are we off to? We're going to check out the boat area, and we need to defeat some drowned. Oh, sounds okay. Perfect. Glad to hear it. So let's go. What we're mostly looking for here is to get the weapons we kind of want to like train up so we can start earning experience for those weapons. So unlike other MMOs, you don't choose a class necessarily. You choose, well, you're just who you are, and you train out different abilities. And we see, I think it's, yeah, so through here you can see the different weapons that we train out. And at the moment we got Sword Shield, so we're going to be earning experience to that specific weapon. So ideally, we're going to want to find the weapons we want to use the most and start using them to unlock skills. But at the moment, we don't really have a choice. Once we get to a town, we could also build them. The crafting in this game is exceptionally well done. I'd say crafting in this game is one of the strongest parts. A good character creator is one you would spend hours in trying to make your... Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's true of a lot of games. Like, a lot of them I spend quite a while. I think still the top one I've used is probably Black Desert. It's just got so many different options that you can go through. But games like Final Fantasy and Guild Wars 2 are quite robust. Like, you have quite the amount of settings you can do and stuff like that. Final Fantasy specifically, I enjoy all of the different like story elements of your character, and I guess Guild Wars 2 has it to some degree, but you choose a lot of different specific details about your character. And then the other huge part is that you have different races than just human, which everyone here is just human, so a little bit less exciting. I think choosing what race you're going to be is a pretty major MMO thing.
Helps protect the First Light Settlement too. The drowned sometimes wander quite a ways.
Alright, so we eat
Where
those.
are my manners? You're probably cold, exhausted, and half starved after what you've
Half
been through.
starved. I liked the
Don't go
accent.
playing tough now. You need to learn how to survive out here. Gather some flint and wood and make yourself a skinning knife at the fire.
Gameplay is a little choppy. Is that because of your game or your computer? It's interesting. The game has actually been running really well on my end, so it must be something to do with the stream, like from it going, you know, from my, like here, let me, well, I mean, I feel like it is, but let me, I think I can put frame rate up on here. Show FPS. Perfect. So yeah, we're running at 70-ish frames at the moment. I've got everything on around medium settings. Oh, and it bursts up to 100 at points too. But I'll try and keep an eye on it and see if it's choppy on my end or if it's like something to do with the stream quality. What was I supposed to do here? Search the ground for flint. Flint is a rock, so probably not bushes. Actually, the FPS is not bad at all, really. Is this not how I pick up flint? Wait, why am I... Hello? Okay. I don't know why that's switching my weapon instead of like me picking up flint, but let's see if we can find flint somewhere. Okay, apparently that is one flint that you're not allowed to get. Oh, I'm supposed to get stuff from the bush too. Would you look at that? Alright, now we need to craft a skinning knife. Is that fire? We need a skinning knife. Perfect.
There you go. You've got an eye for this, it seems. Now, aye, these boars around here can be right vicious, but they make for a fine meal. Hunt one down, butcher it up, and cook yourself some rations. My mouth is watering just thinking about those steaks. Beats having hardtack any day of the week.
Sure does. Alright, let's go get some boar. But we actually did... Oh no, we got pants. These better? Yeah, these are better. We got some bullets, which will be good if we do end up getting a weapon that can use them. But I think we get a weapon crate out of this, so that'll be pretty big for us. Didn't I see boars up here, like just a second ago? Like, was that not where I... Actually, it says they're more on this side, so let's go check over here. Oh, haha. Stabby, stabby. Ouch. Like, the boar's not even really fighting back. It's like, I know my purpose. Wait, do I have to equip the knife? I sure do. Alright, harvest. The ambient music in this game is just so nice. I swear, the amount of time I spend just like gathering and listening and like just zoned in and enjoying the world compared to other games it's quite incredible. I mean, it's a very different feeling than like Final Fantasy, where you enjoy the actual like music as opposed to the ambient music. I mean, the ambient music in Final Fantasy is great too, but I think this one's a tier above for ambience. And then Final Fantasy takes the cake for the soundtrack, maybe. Oh, I didn't cook the steak. Funny. Alrighty, we gotta cook stuff. Isn't it food that I'm cooking? Cook a light ration. Okay. Tools, light ration, there it is. Oh, it's an
Smell
armor
fresh
case?
meat
That's
on
way
an
less
open
exciting.
fire, does it? You'll be wanting to visit the First Light settlement yourself soon enough. But there's more work to be done here first, after that storm. That storm was corruption.
Pure evil.
Pure evil. Takes out any ship approaching, and any tries to leave. But this one today was the worst I've seen. Your ship was just one of many to get smashed, and we need to check each of them. It's tradition in First Light to keep record of all the shipwrecks on this shore. A memorial of sorts. Going out, look for any legacy items you can scrounge. If there's any corruption lingering, steer clear of it.
Alright. Oops.
This is the first time I've been down to this beach in quite a while.
Alright, we got an armor kit. Ooh.
More shipwrecks.
Light dress, or let's go with this. Ooh, look how rumply it looks. That's a nice look. We don't have our bow yet, so we'll stay with this, and we gotta go to the ships. I like the compass a lot. I think it helps a lot not having to open... Like, a lot of people complain about not having a mini-map, but I think the compass is honestly more useful in a lot of scenarios. And I'm gonna come out and say it. Final Fantasy's map system is probably one of my least favorite map system. Like, Final Fantasy, great in a lot of ways. Their map is kind of horrible for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm like an exception, but I have issues with the map, 100%. We're already level 4. Ooh, we were getting some people on us. So let's do some fighting. Oh, wow. All right. Well, I guess we're going to fight some people. That's going pretty good, actually. Oh, until that happened. Ouch. Ah, not quite. There we go. Ooh, level 3 sword. Let's see what we can upgrade while we're here. So sword's good for strength. So we'll probably do that. I know as soon as I put points into it, we're gonna like get another weapon, and I'm not gonna care. Let's get an AoE attack, I think. Or shield bash and interrupt will be really good. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Jacob says Final Fantasy maps are bad for sure. Good. I'm glad it's not just me who thinks that. I think the biggest issue, like, there's a few issues. Number one is that, like, the fact that their cities are split into multiple maps makes it very confusing for new people who aren't used to that. For me, the biggest challenge is when there's a quest area that's marked in a red circle. The ability for me to find that red circle on the map is like impossible sometimes. I have no idea what my issue is with it, but I'll spend like a minute scanning the map to try and find it. And it is so difficult. So what are we looking? We're looking for other shipwrecks, right? Why? Oh wow, where'd you come from? Did you follow me all the way here? Oh, see, now we have like a stun or a daze or whatever, which is gonna help a lot for just taking these people out. By the way, there's now a Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker job action trailer. Means Yakuro had a blast watching it. All right. And sorry, remind me, but those are the ones where, like, it's just all the skills, right? That's all that is shown. So like, I won't have any spoilers or anything if I wanted to watch that, because that could be a really cool video. I do have a Final Fantasy video that should be ready this weekend on a dungeon. You get there you go, a little bit of a little update on that. I think this week's, what was the name of the dungeon? I think it's like Bardam's Metal or something like that. So that should be coming out this Saturday. But I could definitely look into it. Like, the job action trailer sounds great. Yeah, it just shows off the new skills. Yeah, so yeah, I could watch that without any spoilers. So that's good. Senior Dirtface says, so weird to have numbers so high this early. So weird to have numbers so high. Like, what numbers are you talking about? Oh, do you mean like the damage numbers? Or I don't know. I don't know what. Terminus says, yeah, visibility has been a problem throughout the history of Final Fantasy XIV. They fixed a lot of things, but those map circles, yeah. The map circles, like, if you could just, if it was a different color, like anything, I just find it's like, it's red or close to red on orange. Like, I don't know. Where am I supposed to go? Like all the way up here? Or is it... Oh, you can go underneath. You can see someone underneath here. How do I get in? Let me in. Zakuro says, oh, you're already... Yes, I've been very productive. I'll talk about it in the video. But a lot of people have thought I've just been doing the events and just been grinding away my MGP, which is very true. But I've been a good little MSQ player. I've been keeping up with the MSQ. I've been enjoying it a lot. I think I go about it a bit in the video, but I've honestly been enjoying Stormblood as much as I've been enjoying Heaven's Ward so far. Let's grab this book, and I think if this person doesn't want to kill me, we can return. No, we need to go over here first. All right. Jacob says that's a fun dungeon. Yeah, it was a really fun dungeon, and I don't think I messed it up too bad. Yeah, only skills, not too much spoilers. I think you see new areas, which I'm fine with. So you've gotten the bird mount. Yes, I got the bird mount from it. Though, to be honest, I'm pretty much driving my car exclusively for the next, like, at least a month. So the bird will be a good replacement once I get used to it. But at the moment, it's pretty much the car all day, every day. But yes, I did get the bird mount, which is really cool. This is actually a really good... This game's great for streaming, I think, because it's kind of a slower pace. Like, you can just chill. Oh, we got some weapons. We got a great axe. I mean, definitely not what I want yet, but let's... Why don't we can use the great axe for a second. Just to, you know, to use something different. We've got some gloves. Are these actually better? Oh, I don't have gloves, so yeah. It's a good look. Swoop! It feels nice hitting with the great axe, you know? Like, it does feel good. The car is a good excuse to get the Aether Currents to fly. I know, Zakaro, I know, I'm so bad. I know. I know, I see all the quests for them too. Like, whenever I'm doing like a little zone of quests and I finish them all, and then all the blue unlock quests come up, and I check them all for dungeons that I can unlock, and I see all the Aether Currents, and I'm like, I should do these. I should. And then I don't. And I'll regret it. I will, because months later, we'll do something as a stream in the map, and people be like, wait, you can't fly here yet? And I'll be like, no. No. So yeah. Terminus says, I think Amazon designed this game with streaming in mind since they own Twitch. Yeah, I think that's a very good point. I mean, the fact that the game integrates into Twitch is a huge thing. I mean, obviously, I'm not reaping the rewards as I'm not on Twitch, but they've definitely thought about it, which is great. And even, like, I think New World was by far the biggest on Twitch today, which was, like, it's been doing great on terms of numbers in Twitch and in Steam, which is interesting. I think I forgot something. Oh, my goodness. At least I didn't run all the way back, but I should have checked when I was up here. I need to collect something. Oh, I thought this was a bad person. Oh, it's all the way up there. I guess I can just, like, can I climb up this? Yeah, look at that. Look at me go. Oh, what kind of integration does it have? Yeah, so, in settings, and I don't know actually what it does, but if you go to, not social, communication, accessibility. I swear there's like something in here. Maybe you have to do it like from like your character selection screen for some reason, but there's definitely like somewhere where you can connect your account to Twitch somehow. I'm sorry, I don't know where it is off the top of my head, but I've definitely seen it somewhere. Have you tried flying the car in Heavensward areas? No, I've only tried it in in ARR areas. Why is it different in Heavensward? Like I've tried flying it in general though, and it's like the coolest transformation ever. Ouch. Senior says, I have a weird thing for numbers, I think. It's weird to hit like 50 at level. Oh, so it is the damage numbers you were talking about. It is a little bit weird. I get weird. So there's two things that I get weird about. I hate games that don't show damage numbers. I'm completely okay with games having the option to like show them or not show them. Like that's completely fine. Makes a lot of sense. But I hate like Black Desert, and I've done as much research as I can. I haven't found a way to see damage numbers in that game. And it's probably the #1 reason I can't get into it. I don't know, like, it's me that's weird, but that's the #1 reason I can't play Black Desert. And there's a lot of other reasons, like, maybe behind that as well. But, like, that's the #1 reason I didn't like it the first time I tried it way back when. The other thing is if the damage numbers are too high. So, and I always reference MapleStory, but MapleStory had low numbers for a long time, and that was so good. But if you played MapleStory today, the damage numbers are huge. They mean nothing. It becomes meaningless, and I find it so hard to read.
I wish we could just head back to the settlement now, but
so it's not weird that you have a thing, Senior. Like I get it. Alright, it's complete quest. We got a treated wood bow, which we're gonna use.
Filled the skies with crimson. Corruption incarnate, I tell you. Yes, and corruption is the real threat to watch for. Any trace is a scourge to the settlement. I fear some remnant may be lingering in Tide Swallow Cave.
Tide Swallow Cave.
To ask a newcomer, but you handle yourself well enough. Go take a look then. Be warned though. Corruption can be right dangerous.
I wonder if we're gonna find some monsters that are corrupted in this cave. I think we might. Alright, we want... Actually, we might as well use both weapon slots. So we'll take the bow, since we didn't get a musket first, which is all good with me. What do we got? So... Ooh, boar. Actually, let's use the axe for this. Snoop. Snoop. Back away. Back away. Ouch. It's got a slower attack than the sword, which I guess makes sense. We may as well skin this too. Oh, no difference since you recently got it. I thought you hadn't tried flying it since you're doing the... Oh, since I'm in Stormblood. Yeah, I guess that would make sense that I might not have tried flying it. No, that was one of the first things I did. I wanted to check it out and see... The animation between flying and not is just so well done. Like, I love it. The car in itself is just super impressive. I also like in maps where you can't fly, the jump animation looks so cool. Really, really fun. I also love that the Lalafells stand in it. I like how much stuff I have on... Oh, actually, I don't think I'm supposed to wear a shield if I'm not using it. It just adds to my weight load. I believe I learnt that last time. Last time on New World. But yeah, I can't believe the game is actually out. It's, I feel like I just kept playing different betas of it. I'm actually impressed that they kept the level of excitement going for it. I was very much under the impression that they'd have all these betas, and then when it actually came out, people would be like, oh no, I've already played it too much. So it's good to see that people are still interested in playing. And, you know, love it or hate it, I think as an MMO community, we kind of, like, need to be happy when we see MMOs release, because that encourages more companies to try and to continue investing in current MMOs. Okay, how do you get this? I don't know. It looked a little bit weird. In terms of those lore sheets, I'll probably just read them later. Oh, here we go. Here's our first bow. Oh wait, who are you attacking? No. Our first bow attack. There we go. See, this is... I don't like aiming with the bow as much. Oh, there we go. Oh. That was beautiful. Just attack it on the way over, finish it off with the axe. And then fall for a bit of damage like a loser. Senior says, I think my problem with... Oh God. I said it was a nice calm thing that you could read comments in, and now I'm getting attacked for those words. Oh, some flint arrows. Sorry, back to Senior's comments. I think my problem with numbers stem from the same. I don't like big numbers, and MMO numbers tend to rise exponentially. Just a shame to start so high, yet everyone seems to. Yeah, like, I completely get what you're saying. I think the lower the number, the better, because you can more easily see when, like, a little piece of gear upgrades and, like, you're starting to hit, like, I don't know, like, if you went from 15 to hitting 20s, that feels so much more impactful than 1 billion to 2 or even, but, you know. Oh, here's the boss. Perfect. Now you can just sort of shoot at hip shots. Look at this. I'll just have this person tank it for me. And they said there's no Holy Trinity in this. I mean, there's a light Holy Trinity in this. It's definitely not nearly as concrete as a lot of other games, though. Look at that. Getting all the great axe damage. Let's loot our chest. Zakura says, new game launches are just fun and exciting. I'm just glad to see the servers seem to be still. Yeah, the servers actually are running really well if you get onto them. Which I think is what the decision that they made, was to have extremely long queue times, but when you actually do get in, the server's running incredibly well, which is probably the right call, despite the fact that it sucks to wait. Like, this is the lowest, one of the lowest population servers I could find on NA West. Had 300 people wait time, and it took me probably 45 minutes to get in. Now, this is the absolute launch day, like right after work for a lot of people in the West. So, you know, it's going to go down from there. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was probably the right choice to start with the very low... Oh, we got a musket. All right. Wait, how do you get out of here? I think it's this way. Oh no, I'm going to get lost. I talked up the map, and now I'm lost in the cave forever. Oh man, they're just raining damage from above. Did they do friendly fire there? It kind of looked like it. It looked like they damaged their own friend. Are you just going to stay up there and shoot? Well, look at this. Oh, missed. Oh, missed again. Don't look anymore. Ah, I got one. Oh no. Thank you, friend. Oh. I just like doing the big wind-up hits with this axe. Oh, this is the right way. Perfect. Let's get out, and then we'll put this musket on. Oh, we've got one more person to slice up. Oh, 2 more people. Oh, no. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, I get it. I made mistakes. Got some cartridges, which is nice. Alright, let's get back to... our friend. Actually, we can eat some rations, so we can start healing on our way back. There we go. Funk Dreamer says, could you give me your first impressions, please? I'm debating if I should get this game. All right, first impressions. And first off, welcome to the stream. So first impressions, like, I've played the beta before, like the one from a month or 2 months ago now, I guess. So I've gotten up to like 15 or 20. So I'm gonna rely on some of those impressions. I think the game, in terms of exploration, crafting, and just experiencing like a world, like a fantasy world, is one of the best in the MMO category. Where it falls off is probably with some of the more theme park elements. Like, if you're someone who loves to do dungeons or raids in, you know, other MMOs, you might be starved for content eventually. It does have some of that, and the dungeon I did was enjoyable, but I wouldn't choose this game if you're someone who needs that. Similarly, there is really enjoyable PvP when it happens, and this is, I should say that I didn't get to level 60, which is the max level, or is it 50? I don't know. I didn't get to max level, so I didn't get to queue in to PvP. I had to go and flag and kind of find fights in the open world, which was really enjoyable, but, you know, doesn't happen as often as you'd like. I think this game would benefit tremendously from having like an arena or something like that.
Bunch was right.
All this said,
There was
my main
corruption
thoughts
in that cave.
for the price, extremely good value. I've said this in a lot of videos I've made about the game, which is just a couple now. But I think this game is going to be one of the contenders for best value MMOs. Like, especially if it sticks with this pricing model. At the moment, Guild Wars 2 is kind of like what I usually point people to for the best bang for your buck. This one's going to be a very strong competitor for that. You're going to get more than enough gameplay out of the, $40, $50, whatever it is in your region price that you're going to feel happy with it, I think.
First Light cannot afford to ignore this threat anymore. If corruption gets a foothold on the beach, it'll be at the settlement walls in a matter of days. You're right, of course. The folks at the settlement should start making preparations. This could get right ugly.
Right ugly.
Constable should hear about this straight away.
Should I take the
Yes.
message?
You've done as much as I could ask down here. Give Constable Oakes this message and then take a well-deserved rest. You've earned it.
Nice, we get the rest. I think we're going to the zone. Or to the town, we're in the zone. Senior says, would you say this game is potentially compatible with RuneScape players' preferences? Yes, I think very much so. Like, it's a skilling game. Like, let's go to trade skills here. Take these squares, put them on the right side of your screen, and you've essentially got a lot of RuneScape vibes. You can be out there, just chilling, listening to an audiobook, cutting some trees down for hours, and you'd be very happy. What I will say is I actually haven't played very much RuneScape in my life. I've actually played a lot of it the last few months. What's interesting is I actually started picking it up after New World's beta that I played 2 months ago. I started playing RuneScape on my phone, like the old school one. And I don't know, I wanted something that had more crafting in it, and I know Final Fantasy has crafting, I know Guild Wars 2 has crafting and stuff like that, but I wanted that walking around just mindlessly gathering part of it that I could do, and I think this game would do that very well. So I think you're onto something, Senior, for sure. I gotta take off my sweater because it is getting hot up in here. Ooh. All right, actually, what time is it? 7:30. Not bad, not bad. What were we gonna do? We were gonna put our musket on, so we'll do musket instead of bow. What does hatchet scale off of? So we haven't talked about attribute points yet. I've been waiting to spend attribute points because I know that I want to kind of play with muskets, spears, rapiers, and possibly bows, which kind of scale off of dexterity. And I've been waiting to see where I want to put my points. So you can kind of see here you've got strength, dexterity, intelligence, focus, constitution, focus, healing, constitution, tankiness, I think, unless I got this wrong. Yeah, health. So health, and then focus is healing. And what I really like about the design here is they actually show you what weapons scale off of each of these different stats. So for instance, the sword goes strength dex. Great axe is just strength. And you can kind of see how they play out here. So what I'm looking for is kind of a combo that both uses dex, and then I can use, all my dex points and have pretty strong weapons both ways. So that's kind of where I'm getting the musket, bow, or spear, or where is it? Rapier, right there. So we could do actually hatchets also. So we can maybe go hatchet while we wait to get a spear or a rapier. Let's put this in. We got a great axe skill though. A reaper. Pull someone in. Oh, and this could be a taunt if you wanted to tank, which is kind of cool. Fast spinning that pulls targets close. That's kind of cool. I kind of like the idea of this. We'll put that in, but I think we're actually going to switch to just get more use out of the was it agility? Is that what it's called in this game? Dexterity, agility, dexterity. Different games, different names. Funk Dream says, thanks. My main concern is the end game content as well. Like, are we really gonna get regular updates of no subscription model? I doubt it. It's a really good question. And that is one of the weak points of Guild Wars 2 as well, is that their contents are few. Their content, A, isn't really aligned with my main desires of dungeons and stuff like that in Guild Wars 2 either. But it is few and far between oftentimes. So I hope that Amazon Game Studios fully goes into the expansion model and has rapid expansions but no sub fee, and I think that could feel very good for like long term. In terms of the short term, I think that they are going to have very aggressive updates for the first year. I have no reason to know this, and I don't know this for a fact, but I suspect that they have a lot of content that is almost ready for release that they're saving to add in, either monthly or every 2 months to really aggressively hold on to players. Like that's what I would do if I was in their position, and I wouldn't be surprised. A prime example of this is if you look at the amount of content that they pushed out between the beta from a year ago and the open beta that they did 2 months ago. They did like a major update almost every month. Like they were pumping stuff out. So they have a big team, and I think they really want this, like, it's popular at the moment. The way you capture that popularity is you keep adding new stuff. This is just a quest. Oh, there's no voice acting for this. Interesting. Ooh, armor case. All right. I'll help out. How does combat feel? I really enjoy the combat. I think here, we have a musket now. The musket is one of my favorite weapons ever in any game, because it feels like a first-person shooter in a MMO, which I just think is so unique. And let's see if we can find a monster that's not getting attacked. Not that we can't shoot a monster that's getting attacked, but it'll be better for illustrative purposes if we can. So yeah, okay, like look at this boar. I gotta equip my bullets. I'm sorry. Look at this boar up here. Like just shooting it on its way over. I just love the musket. The musket feels so good. And if you go into the weapon skills for musket, eventually you can even get like a zoom and stuff like that. You also have a trapper side to it, but you get like, it's such a cool weapon. And then the melee weapons also feel really nice as well. I also really enjoy that they have a light trinity, and I have a video that kind of compares New World to a lot of the big MMOs you can find on my channel. Guild Wars 2 tries to stay as far away from a holy trinity, like, tank, healer, DPS as possible, despite the fact that people assume roles in content. They try to stay away from that. This game at least has taunts and a life staff that's like very much focused on healing. It allows for, I'd say, more complicated fights. I don't know how much we actually have that in the game yet, but it allows for it. So I think the combat feels nice. I think if you're someone who's used to a ton of different abilities, you might feel limited having, the 3 of them that you swap between on each weapon. But I do think the weapon, like, it feels impactful when you use them. I'm just gonna skin these. Is it lagging for anyone else? Assign frame rate drops. Yeah, it's probably the stream. Massive frame drops. Oh, is it? Okay. Sorry, I was just going... Let me see if I can do anything about that. Give me a second. I don't know what I can do. See, it says my signal strength is excellent. Oh no, I'm getting attacked. Gotta go back into the game 1 second. Oh no. This is how it ends, probably. Oh, they're like level 6 too. Oh god. Okay, we gotta run. I've made the executive decision. Oh god, there's more? They waited for me like to get out of combat for like 1 second. Oh. Oh god. Look at that. I used the fence to my advantage. I'm gonna die in these bushes probably. Alright, we're gonna hang out on this beach while we figure out this frame rate thing. Seems to be worse when the frame rates go above 100. Oh, I wonder if capping my frame rates at 60 will help. But maybe it helps to have the frame rate in stream being the same. That might be the way to do it, Senor. You might be calling exactly, which is, I mean, I don't do that in other games though, to be fair. But I think, let's give it a go. I'll try capping it at 60 and let's see if this helps. It feels so weird to play 60 frames now. Ugh, it feels kind of laggy, I'm not gonna lie. No, we're not gonna go with this. I don't like what it's doing. Yeah, this is way better. My last question would be about how enjoyable this game is to play, mostly solo. Thank you for all the information, I appreciate it. And you say, do you have VSync? I have FreeSync, and I'm in AMD, so I've got FreeSync enabled, which usually works out really well. Like, I never cap my games when I'm streaming on, you know, WoW or Final Fantasy or anything like that, so I don't know. I don't know why. It could be like the bitrate. Well, the bitrate wouldn't really. God, it is just. I'm trying to watch it on your guys' side. It's just really not good, eh? Let's see what else I can do to help this out. It's so weird because it says excellent quality, like excellent signal strength, and I was considering it would be my internet, but it honestly doesn't seem like it. Sorry, I'll answer Funk's last question just before we continue. I have no direct solution to this, so we're gonna have to deal with it for the second. It hasn't been this bad the whole time though, has it? Like, it just, I'm wondering if it's maybe this area or something, though I haven't really noticed it on my side. My last question would be about how enjoyable it is as a solo player. I'd say this is great for a solo player. I think there's a lot you can do as a solo player, especially when it comes to skilling and enjoying the world and stuff like that. I think, you know, if you're going to take your time and just really play a game by yourself, you know, every so often, this is definitely one of the ones to do. I think there is room for friends, obviously. You can do dungeons and stuff like that, but I think solo play is great. I also think it's a great game to start solo, but also meet people because you have the ability to talk in-game. So I don't know. I think it's a great game for that. Maybe Amazon wasn't expecting people to stream this on YouTube. I mean, that could be the case. It's laggy in some other places and smooth in others. Well, part of the, like, so usually when I do a stream, I'll schedule it in advance, and because of that, I kind of set my settings through YouTube. Today, I started the stream live from OBS Streamlabs, and I'm wondering if, like, maybe there's a setting in there that's, like, working weird. But the fact that it was working pretty well for the first part of the stream kind of leads me to believe that that might not be the case. I don't know what's going on there. Seems to be fine. I don't know. We'll have to deal with it, I think, at the moment, unfortunately. And hopefully if I do stream it again, we can figure it out. But probably it's mostly going to be video content from New World. And I'm trying to decide, actually. You guys can maybe help me out figuring what kind of videos I should do. But I kind of want to do more of a playthrough style thing with New World as opposed to guides or anything. Like, I want to really play it like I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV without, you know, really min-maxing or anything. Like, I play World of Warcraft as well sometimes, and I'm super about min-maxing, and I really don't play for the experience of playing the game. I play it to play with friends because I have friends that still play the game. So with Final Fantasy and then with New World, hopefully, I want to play games that I can go in and just enjoy the game without looking at guides all the time and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of series I'd want to do for it.
We saw out there was as bad as it seemed. The shattered mountain has erupted as well.
And welcome, Ink
Lynch
Fank,
said this day would come. It seems she was right.
if you're still here.
It's funny to recall. There was even a crazy old man warning us about corruption years ago.
Crazy old man.
Reveries aside, we'll need to think carefully about how to proceed. Oh, it was decades ago. He was stark raving mad, but kind of sweet.
Kind of sweet.
I heard a rumor he was wandering around Monarch's Bluffs these days. He's probably become lost by now. I'll begin formulating a strategy. We shouldn't rush into anything. I take it you are to whom Watcher Lynch referred in her message. Then the settlement is already in your debt. If you will, please inform Magistrate Bond of this news, and then visit the inn. We all need our rest, don't we?
Alright, so we're gonna get a hat, which is awesome. We should, like, salvage stuff. Was I supposed to do something with this sickle? I feel like I was. Gather delicious truffles. Alright, if we see truffles... Do you get truffles with, like, a sickle? Is that how you do it? Frame rate is much worse in town, which has always been the case. We're at about, like, 30 to 50 frame rate, which, I mean, a lot of towns are kind of like that in games as well. What are we trying to... we need to go over here.
You'll have to forgive me. A bit busy just now. First the storm, then shattered mountain, and I'm getting no direction or help whatsoever. Oak sent you. Better late than never, I guess. Let's see. Don't suppose she gave you any further instruction, did she? Typical. She probably needs to consider her plan.
Let's get this hat.
I'll do everything I can to ensure First Light is prepared if this situation deteriorates. Good. The constable doesn't realize the urgency here, but I do. We must get to work straight away.
All right.
Of course she did. Very well.
Ooh, a logging axe. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
Check
do
in
it.
with Innkeep Fairfax and get a room. Go quickly, though. There's no time to waste.
Yay! Look at my hat. Given the game is brand new, it might not be optimized completely yet. I mean, that's definitely part. Well, I mean, I don't know. They've had a long time to optimize it at the same time, but
Welcome to the
like,
everlasting touch.
more could be done for sure.
For you. You here to check in? Be my guest. Little.
So we've checked into the inn, which means we can teleport back there, which is a huge win.
There you are.
I just want to get out of this town
Worried I
real
might
quick.
run you off. See? You get it. Why doesn't Constable Oak? I would never consider living anywhere. It's a long
So we're gonna
story.
click
But
through a
indeed,
few of
once
these
our markets
these
were
quests. We're not gonna
open,
listen to the long stories. This is a cute little tavern area.
state of things.
Where now this is the one thing I haven't been to this town very much. I've been to other towns when I've played before. So finding out exactly where I go is a little challenging. Oh no, am I stuck? No, okay. Just trapped forever. I need to go to the trading post and the storage bank. So we went to 1. And that's where you can, it's like your bank. And trading post is over here. Guild Wars 2 is still getting optimized, so maybe not enough just yet. Actually, Guild Wars 2 is getting the DirectX 11 test, which did see some improvement in towns, which is great. Oh, we can get a weapon probably from here. We want, what do you think, spear or rapier? I kind of want to do spear, honestly. It's only 5 gold. Yeah, we're gonna get this right now. It's like a terrible spear, but let's do it. There we go. We got the look. Honestly, we could use some bullets too, but we'll keep this for the moment. We'll try and find our bullets off the land, maybe. I don't know. We do have, so you get rewards for the zone you're in. Like if you do something in that zone, you get rewards for it. So we have some to spend, and at the moment, I think anything related to experience gain is probably what I'm gonna go with. And then it's, you know, it's little things like increase storage or decrease, you know, fees and stuff like that. I think decrease tax or storage. Storage is probably pretty handy. We'll go with that. But yeah, I do apologize if the quality of the stream isn't great. I'll try and see if there's any specific settings for next time.
Sylvia's had enough time to develop her strategy. Please go and inquire as to her intentions.
I mean, the fact that, to be honest with everyone who showed up to this, the fact that the stream started at 7 with me in the game, not in queue, and the actual stream was working, because like anytime I stream or record a new program, it's a lot of questions that way. I'm gonna count this as a success mostly.
One truth that never that's the spirit.
Armor case.
Under dire circumstances.
And let's head down this way. My dream MMO would be a pirate MMO with an AC4 Black Flag theme. Interesting. I like pirates. Like, I like the sailing aspect of pirates, like, that I assume would come with an MMO like that. In terms of, like, cosmetic, I don't know if I'm, like, I like some piratiness, but I find some games are, like, overly piratey. We wanted truffles from here, but, like, that does sound cool. Don't get me wrong. That sounds super cool. It's just, I think it's, like, the sailing aspect of it could be really impressive. Wow, this person's definitely got some, like, skins. I think this is the skin from the Twitch drop, and then this staff I think is one that you can get from the cash shop. So yeah, this is the issue with the game. You have some people that look like this at level 10, and it's kind of the issue you run into with anything with a cash shop, to be fair. And like, you know, it is such a part of monetization, but I don't know. Do I want these truffles, or do I just want to go do this other quest? Collect any truffle you find. I feel like I could find truffles like in other places. These are bushes. So we're gonna continue on our way, and if we find truffles, we're gonna do it that way. We do have some more dexterity points, which now we have 2 weapons that use dexterity, so we're looking good. And I just ate something instead of like doing something I wanted to. Let's get this boar. Missed it. There we go. Oh! Alright, spear time. Spear's a bit of a slower weapon, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Like, you can do some really nice damage with it. It's got a lot of utility. Like, there's a lot of stuns, and like you can do a leg sweep with it and stuff like that. My ideal for the spear musket is to have, like, it'd be great for open world PvP, which I do hope to do a fair bit of, but specifically it'll be good for actually, you know what, well, we don't have enough bullets. I was gonna say let's do open world PvP right now, but let's get a bit more like gold, and then we can buy some bullets, and then we can turn it on. I think when I'm leveling, I'm gonna mostly try and have myself flag for PvP, just because like I don't do open world PvP in pretty much every other game I play. I think it'd be a nice unique thing for this game. Am I supposed to go across this bridge, or like can I just swim? Seems like a really far away place to go. Oh, is this is the truffle place? No, we're just gonna do like the slow and steady thing. I'm not gonna go all the way over there to get truffles. That's not what I'm gonna do. Let's gather some bushes. Can you party up in this game? Yeah, no, you definitely can party up. I think with up to 5 people. But you can also be in like big group companies for like wars and stuff like that. I think I was kind of getting into it with the solo like gameplay conversation, but you can voice chat with people who are near you. I'm not obviously going to be doing that much while on stream, but if you're like just out playing by yourself, you can talk to people. I remember the first beta like a year ago. I was doing that cave quest, and someone joined to help kill that boss, and I was using the voice chat system, and I said thank you, and they said yeah, no, that was super cool. And I was like, it was such an interesting experience in an MMO. It reminded me back in the day when you know type a lot in games, and there's still a lot of games, like I think Final Fantasy is pretty active in terms of people who just like type and say hi and stuff like that in chat. But I think having the voice ability and people not having to stop and do it does up the amount of people you see doing that. So we can get bush. Yeah, so we need to get wood. Is this not giving me? Gather wood from bushes. Yeah, okay, it's giving me wood. The trees will probably give me more though. Oh, I have to equip my axe. Equip. And we'll equip the pickaxe. There we go. There we go. We're doing the tree stuff. Chopping. It goes quicker when you have better tools. But it's so cool seeing them drop. Like, I don't know if we can take out a big tree like this yet. Probably not, yeah. But like seeing some of these large trees timber down is one of the coolest things. Probably just mostly gonna grab stuff from bushes at the moment. I also need to find some boulders eventually. Oh, what do we got here? This looks... oh, it's bush. Yeah, bush is actually a real quick way to get the green wood. Right, boulders, on the other hand, are... I was gonna say probably, like, by rocks somewhere, but I don't know. I kind of wish, like, I could go away from the town because my frame rates are so much lower nearby here. Like, I'm hovering around 60 now. And we were definitely spiking up to the hundreds back in the wilderness, which is a little unfortunate. Is there like not? Oh, these people are in front of me are probably looking for boulders too. I don't even know if this is like. I'm just assuming that if you're by rocks, there's going to be more boulders to mine, but that's really just my assumption at this point. See, there's those down there, but I think those are flint. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one, I think. Yeah. Look at this. A big boulder. Let's check stream health while we're doing this. It looks like things are a little bit better, but yeah, it's not great. I'll probably go for about another half hour, and then I'll shut the stream down to do the 90 minutes. But yeah, I want to thank, like, I've said it a few times, but if you've come to check this out, I do appreciate it. I know it's not a game that I stream often, so there's probably going to be less uptake. And, but yeah, it's been fun. I think we'll do a Final Fantasy stream next month. Yeah, well, actually we've talked about it a few times about doing a spooky Halloween Final Fantasy stream, so I'm pretty excited about that. How many? Actually, this might be enough rocks if we get 3, which I'm very confident we might. Sam says this game doesn't do it for me, sadly. Yeah, I think like it's important to know when a game is not going to do it for you, because I think this game is made to be different. I think this game is made to be different. Like, it's not meant to be a WoW killer. It's not meant to be a Final Fantasy killer. It's meant to be a very different MMO experience. And I think it's good that they've done that so they can carve out their own section of the MMO world. For instance, although I bought this game, although I'm enjoying this game could never be my only MMO. And I've kind of moved past the point where I do just play one MMO. I've found that and I've talked about this in other videos, but I enjoy playing multiple MMOs, you know, to get different aspects from them. Say it's the story content from Final Fantasy, say it's the high-end PvE content from WoW or whatever, and then exploration, you know, maybe Guild Wars 2, maybe this game or something like that. Like, I enjoy that. I know back in the day I would have hated the idea of playing on multiple games because I feel like every minute I don't spend in my primary game is wasted. But I think it keeps the experience in each of them more fresh. Sam says, I like the standard job setup versus leveling yeah, that's a huge one. I think there's certainly a level of the fantasy aspect that's taken away by not having classes and like that class identity. The frame rate in the city is not pretty. Kind of rhymed. What am I looking for even? Oh, I've got to use crafting stations, eh? Alright. We're learning how to do everything. There's an arcane place. There's a leather working place. We do have to craft coarse leather. We need 4. Right? That's the first time I've ever heard Final Fantasy 14 killer. Yeah, I don't think Final Fantasy 14 is the one doing the killing at the moment, so I wouldn't be overly scared. I mean, people don't say Guild Wars 2 killer or anything like. People just want WoW dead apparently. Which, I mean, given the current situation, like Blizzard, yeah, okay, I get it. But it's been going on for years. Like, I think it's kind of, it has to do with being the top of the, in terms of popularity, right? Like, everyone kind of wants to see an underdog succeed, and that often has to do with the top dog crumbling down. Oh my god, what are we doing? This is a workshop. We're looking for a stone cutting. Okay, we need to craft 10 stones. 10. Senor says, I wish I could play multiple MMOs. It must be great to have expansions to look forward to every year. I enjoy it a lot. I know it's not something everyone can do. You know, especially paying sub for 2 games at once is really difficult, and it's something I struggle with. I often think about, you know, in terms of absolute value that you're getting for the hours you put into the games versus, you know, going to a movie or something, which in the current time isn't as common anyways, but it's still not a ton of money to expend, but I get it. But certainly a Guild Wars 2 or New World and then Final Fantasy, like, that's something that's pretty decent to keep up financially. The question would be if you have the time for it. You know, if you're a student or something like that, it can be really difficult, or if you have quite the intensive job or something like that, I definitely get that could be a very difficult thing to do. I need to, what is it, 10 I need? I keep forgetting. One of them was 4, and then the other 2 were 10, which was weird. I need to, like, reposition my arm. I've been, like, putting it down so weird that it's got, like, it's fallen asleep, and I hate it. I was, like, I had my arm resting on the edge of the table. You know how you can kind of do that? And now it's, like, tingly all over, which I hate. Sam says, I've been playing some Diane? I don't know. I've never actually heard of that, so I don't know. And Diablo 2 Resurrected. I've actually been playing Diablo 3 for the first time. I've never played any of the Diablos ever. And one of my friends wanted to get us to play Diablo 3 because he happened to have it. And I think I had like I don't want to say a free version, but like a a discounted version that I could get from the Blizzard store. So we played Diablo 3, and it was interesting. I really enjoyed I think the build crafting of the games, and now I know people enjoy Diablo 2 more than Diablo 3 generally, from what I've heard. But it was my first action RPG, is that what they're called? That I really experimented with, and I enjoyed it. Alright, so we got to turn these in. What I'm most excited for is that we've been streaming for an hour, running this game for an hour, and my computer hasn't blown up, so that's something.
Excellent addition to our community. Trust anytime you fancy. Of course.
But I just want to get out of this table, or like this town so quick.
Near the wood shop to the south.
Okay, so these are the town missions you can do, and these help a lot in terms of, or at least back in the beta, these were quite a decent way to level. So you kind of just go and do them. I don't know which ones I want to do. Hunt lynx at 600, 500. I mean, I kind of want to do the hunting lynx because I just want to fight things. So let's do that. But we can get the timber on the way, so that's not like a bad one. You can do both of them. I mean, there's no reason not to. The only reason I'm not doing fishing is I'm not going to have a fishing rod for a little bit. I don't think I'm going to try. I have to prioritize what skills I want to skill, or else I'll be doing everything. And I want to kind of be the master of some to start. D3 is fun too. They're great. Yeah, like, see, I enjoyed it. I mean, my friend, I think the issue is if you play D2, you probably have like some nostalgia things, and if there's anything worse in D3, you're gonna be upset. Like how I'm saying D2, D3, like I'm a, you know, someone who's played a lot of Diablo or something, and that's not the case. Look at this guy's mohawk.
I've always thought so. And if rumors about a surge in corruption are to be believed,
I'm gonna talk with his hammer. He's like, look at this.
then I shall teach you how to forge.
So many armor cases, and not enough weapon cases. Oh, we can upgrade our territory standing. Oh, so you can get gathering speed from this as well. Actually, let's do that. We're gonna be doing a lot of gathering. I think J, yeah, okay, so we can open this. What do we want to do? Request to get iron ore. Iron ore is actually pretty hard to find. The delicious truffle, I just kind of want to like get rid of this. Let's unpin it for now. And then town project, let's see where these links are, if we can. Are they? No, okay, that's the truffle. Why is the truffle fever one like the most easy thing to see? Fishing. Is there no pin for where there's going to be a lynx? Do we not get to find out? It's a wolf's den. Maybe there'd be lynx near there. They just really. Maybe I should just do the truffle thing. What is it in here? It's a side story, is it? Yeah, it's a side story. Doesn't even give very much experience. Like, I don't know. Seesaw, would you be interested in retrying Alexander 9 to 12 again on minimum eye levels so you get the full fights? Doesn't need to be on stream. Could just be an off thing. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool to see the full fights, because a lot of those last ones seem pretty cool. I think that could be a fun thing. Yeah, I don't know when I have the time to do it, but I like the idea of doing it for sure. I think because it was unfortunate that we weren't able to do the full fights. Wow, this rock looks crazy. Look at this thing. It was unfortunate, but I did really enjoy like the theme of it in general, so I think it would be cool to get that experience. We need to find iron ore, or lynxes, or timber. And timber is probably the easiest one for us to get here because we just need to get wood, which isn't very hard. Iron's gonna be the hardest from my experience in the beta. Iron's gonna be real hard, but let's get some timber. I just finished the glowing gathers tool, Sky Builder on Final Fantasy XIV. The wait for Endwalker begins. Yeah, I had such high aspirations of catching up for Endwalker, and I started like pushing myself more into the main scenario quest, but I really wanted to be conscious of not rushing, and I don't know. And then a bunch of events came out, and I knew New World was going to come out, and I really, yeah, I don't know. I've been happy with the pace I'm going at. So we're not probably going to be caught up for Endwalker, and that's just okay with me. I mean, you all have a bunch of other content creators that are going to be caught up, so I'll be the unique one who's like still playing Stormblood while everyone's doing Endwalker. You know, some variety that way. Look at this. This ore looks crazy to be like outside of a brand new, like shouldn't this be like in a level 50 zone or something? A lot of timber here, which is nice. Have you done Shadowbringers? No, I haven't done Shadowbringers yet. I'm in Stormblood. I'm at the, oh, and I remembered the name of it. It's the Bardam's Metal Dungeon. I just finished that. Busy days for content creators. Yep, busy days. I've actually got a pretty busy October. I'm away for a couple weekends in the middle of October, so I'm trying to prep myself to have content for those weekends that I'm away. And then we'll probably have a stream the weekend, like near the end, near Halloween, which will be fun. But yeah, for people who, well, especially for people who whose job is to be a content creator, you know, it must be really difficult to have an expansion release. I mean, even watching the New World creators they're like streaming for 20 hours straight. I'm like, wow, how are you doing this? We're at what? We're 15 minutes away from 90 minutes, and I already feel my voice like starting to give out. I don't know how people do it. I guess you'd have to schedule breaks, which I don't do for the 90 minutes. Senior says, with your one expansion per year pace, maybe 6.3. I've been going a little bit quicker in the last little bit. A little bit. People were impressed to hear that I was already at this Bardam's Metal. But that might be more the fact that I haven't shared any progress on the channel for a while, so it was more of a surprise factor. Oh, dude, get through Stormblood lol. It ramps up quickly after. It's the best. People love sub reactions too. Great videos for your time anyways. Oh, yeah, okay, like reactions too. Yeah, people like really enjoyed the Heavensward reactions too, so I'm excited for sure to see it because I've heard nothing but good things. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this town. We're gonna make as much lumber as we've collected. We're gonna hopefully finish that quest. We're gonna get some bullets, and we're gonna go and spend the last 15 minutes like away from the town because the lag. It's not even been lag. It's just been like lower frame rates, which has been really irritating. Plus, I want to go fight things because although gathering is relaxing and stuff, I don't know how good it is for stream content. Although it's been nice to answer questions, so you know. If I could remember, like it's probably this saw, yeah, the wood shop. Look at that, I deducted that a saw probably was the right thing for crafting wood. It was such a fresh new take on the game, such a good expansion. I'm really excited to see because it's, well, first off, I found every expansion so far very enjoyable that I've done, which is only the 2 of them, and I'm not even done, you know, Stormblood. But I'm excited to see what they do that's so interesting. Ah, we didn't get enough wood, did we? We needed, I think we needed 40, and we have. We did level up our. J is what we need to push here. Nope, we did get enough. Perfect. So let's go hand this in, and then we're gonna go and get some bullets and get out of here. Does anyone know how to catch clams? It says in the chat. I don't know how you would catch a clam. Level 8, not bad. And some coin, which is really nice. Not a ton of coin, but some coin. Where was the trading post? I believe we learned about. Is there like a ledge that I keep like leaping off there? It's super weird. So what we could do, I think this allows us to contains resources that need to be refined for an artificer. Okay. Oh. Lol. We get iron ore from there. Oh, we got some nice boots. Alright, well this actually changes our plans a little bit more. With the iron ore, we can go and do iron ore stuff. Thank goodness I didn't spend forever trying to find it. Did I upgrade this, or is no? It just must be my my gear. All right. Endwalker feels like it'll be. Or wait, what? You said some more stuff. It stood out heads and tails above all the others for me, and I played since OG days. Endwalker feels like it'll be similarly awesome with all the moon stuff. Drekleg says focusing on crafting. I'm actually not trying to focus on crafting. I just kept, I don't know, I got looped into a bunch of quests related to it in the town. But I was not planning on focusing on crafting. As soon as we're done this, like these quests, we're gonna run far away from here. I gotta craft one long sword. Iron long sword. Craft that. Wait, didn't we just craft an iron longsword? Hello? A wood longsword. Ugh. Of course we crafted the wrong longsword. At least we have enough material. Can you imagine if we didn't? It's actually like a nice upgrade for it too. Csaw doing his sawing. I love it. Very true. So for the Halloween stream, I don't think there's a Halloween event in Final Fantasy XIV this year. Maybe doing the Tamtara hard mode dungeon and then just go from there. Yeah, I think that sounds great. I think doing the dungeon and then just maybe doing some MSQ or something after. Some spooky Stormblood, you know? But the dungeon sounds like a great idea for sure.
Albert Richards, our resident survivalist.
All right.
So
This.
much more than yes.
Thank goodness I didn't focus on this truffle quest from way back when. What DC are you in? DC. Is that like what? Is that what DC? Oh, data center. Data center. I figured it out. I'm on the Goblin server, and I always forget what the actual name of the main thing is. But I'm on the Goblin server. I figured it out. It's really easy to get sucked into crafting and gathering in this game. That's all I did in the beta. It really is, isn't it, Turbus? Like I think it's the issue that you like. They've done a really good job where you finish off one task and you're just close to the next one. So you're like, oh, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. I think this was like a really long way to get to this person, but here we are.
Here's an intrepid young soul if I've ever seen. These are strange times.
Oh, this will be actually good to get my, I think I'll eventually get my campfire too, which will be helpful. Make the, yeah, see, this is actually a really good thing to do. I have to be outside. But this is kind of like a spawn point that I can use if I die in the wilderness, so it's probably good that I did this before coming out here. Zikr says the Halloween event is in November, lol, around Thanksgiving. Oh, weird. Hawk Manor is Halloweeny too. I think I did Hawk Manor something. I've done Hawk Manor before, so I wanted to do one that I haven't done that would also be scary. But yeah, I think we'll do it in October because we may as well do it near Halloween. It's weird that they're doing it in November. Is there a reason they're doing it later? Wow. I can see that other people have had to light fires as well. Like, this is crazy. Look at this. Look at this. You were asking if it's similar to RuneScape. I don't know if you've seen fires in RuneScape, but this is pretty much 3D RuneScape right here, just like a row of fires. Oh, is that like a boar? It's been so long since I fought anything. Come here. Yeah. Stabby, stabby. Oh, you stabbed me too. Should I guess like more just bit me? What would a boar do? Would it like, I guess, ram you with your tusks? Probably not in the game files yet. Everyone is focused on Endwalker with so many things just got pushed back. I mean, it makes sense. It's just interesting considering they had like 3 events in a row. It seemed like that this one would get delayed. Ugh, I need green wood. At least so you can like have it partially done and still go get stuff. Alright, let's light this fire. Did I only get 4? Wow, I'm doing the worst at making this fire. There it is. Right? Oh, I gotta stand back. Fire. Travel to Howling Falls. All the way up there, eh? Alright, that's not bad. Alright, let's go on a quick adventure, and then we'll call it after this Howling Falls adventure. See if we find a lynx on the way there. Actually, see if we find some bullets on the way there. Or else this is going to be a spear adventure, which is fine. Gonna bore me with its tusks. Yeah, there you go. That makes actually a lot of sense. They've been combining and skipping a lot of seasonals the last year. A bunch of delays considering how 2020 and 2020 went. Yeah, I mean, fair. I guess that's a reasonable reason for there to be changes in the schedule. Endwalker will be early access on the 19th of November. 23rd November normally. Release the Halloween will most likely be the 30th. Interesting, okay. Wait, Halloween event won't be until like the end of November? Oh, I guess that's when your guys' Thanksgiving, or when the US's Thanksgiving is. It's interesting though. But it does make sense, like I understand. I understand why there would be delays this year. There's a lot of creatures around here, which is concerning. I'm just trying to get past them to get to my thing. Some XP. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, this is another downside of this game, is that this is how you walk through water. I don't know, it's just super weird. There's no swimming. Oh, it's a wolf. Level 6 wolf. Get our one good shot to begin. Oh no. Wow. Oh, that's actually the way to do it, just those quick attacks. Do we have any light rations that we can use? We don't. Although, if I skin you, I might be able to make some. Nope. Can I use other people's campfires? We'll find out. Oh, we're supposed to defeat wolves anyways. Oh yeah, so you can craft here. Let's make some light rations. Make 12 of them. Start eating our food. Why don't I see it? Yeah, right there. Put it there. We don't have any health pots. Actually, we do have one of these open. Ooh, some gloves. But I think they're heavier than what I want to wear. Let's eat one of these. missed once. Haha. These are not the types of wolves I need. I'm gonna guess it has to do with all, yeah, the dead animals around here. Can I snipe this guy? Ah. Yes, he's coming to me too. I stole the hell out of this. And now I'm gonna pay the ultimate price. I didn't mean to take it from that dude, but whatever. I thought we could kill it together. It was my ultimate goal. Is this a cave? Ooh, this looks spooky. My 5 bullets. What's this? Salt, pepper. I think this is used to make bullets, actually. Grab some of this. Ooh. Wolf. Wow, I am like... This wolf dodged everything I had for it. I finally got a skill for our spear. Can't believe they kept the no swimming animation. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird that they didn't think that that was something that needed to be changed, but here it is. We did get a new musket, so we'll check that out. Also, the world server visit has been delayed until they can get the server stable enough, so that will probably come after Endwalk. So it's up to you, Csaw, on whether you want to do Heaven's Red raids or wait until more of your viewers can join. That is hard because I kind of want more people to join, but I also want to do it sooner than later. I don't know, I'll have to decide. I'm probably leaning to more people joining though, because it just sounds fun. But it's unfortunate it got delayed, because that does seem like one of the things a lot of people have been waiting for. I mean, not just, you know, because of joining friends. Like, I think a lot of people would enjoy that, but I do get it. It's better to wait for things to be stable before launching it, though. So that makes sense. Drelk Kag says I'm on Crystal 2. Really? Oh boy, Gaius is gonna be mad. I wish... Oh wait, we got a Moogle Treasure Trove 19th. A whole month's last shot to get burned out. I wish the character creation was better. It seems like you can only create a tough guy. Yeah, it does kind of seem like that. Like, I mean, there were some friendlier faces, but, like, I get what you're saying. Like, it's very easy to end up with, like, a scar on your face. We need 3 more wolves, and we're going to head back to town. And we'll probably end off the stream in a couple minutes once we do that. So once we find these wolves... Oh, speak, and... Oh, we can get another skill, actually, for our spear, which we haven't done yet. Let's do that right now, because the fact that we're using 2 weapons without a skill in either of them is concerning. So we get the rush forward, or we can do the spear toss. I want to do the rush forward, because I think this will be a lot of fun. We can use our musket as well. Hopefully do a nice combo. Oh, there's this wolf. Yeah, there we go. We have a skill now. Aha, there it is. Might as well grab this last one too. Just bleeding out in the corner. Jagged animal fang, interesting. And we should actually... Wait, are we not done this? Travel to Fulham Den. Is that right where we are? Was I about to leave before Howling Falls? Oh, I need to go all the way over here? That's weird. Can I recall to end without any energy? Yeah, I can. It's like a 60-minute cooldown, so I'm gonna go off right after this, so I'm not as concerned about it, but yeah. That weapon, what weapon are you planning on mastering first? I want the musket the most. I love shooting things in this game. I think it's a lot of fun. It's probably going to be most of the gameplay I do, is actually just like off in the wilderness shooting things from afar. Let's actually go see if we can get some ammunition, because the fact that we have none is really unfortunate. Cartridges. Actually we have... Yeah, we can get like a few. Warp sounds like a jet engine. It kind of does sound like one. You're right about that. These are expensive. Every shot has to count. Let's grab enough that we can at least start to get some like skill points with this, because I feel like I'm not using it at all because I have no bullets. All right, that's what do we got? We've got 88. That's some shots, eh? That's some shots. But yeah, I think we're gonna call the stream here since we went in, did our stuff. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun answering questions. I think this is probably one of these streams I was able to chat the most in, both because we had fewer viewers, which allows me to kind of have more one-on-ones with everyone, which I enjoy, and otherwise because this game is a lot of standing around chopping and skinning. But yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed this game and the stream. Even if you didn't enjoy the game, hopefully enjoy the stream. I'm sorry for the quality drop that we had midway through. Hopefully it picked up a little bit in the end. But certainly if I stream again with this game, I'll try and figure out a way to stabilize it. But in terms of actual video footage, it seems to be doing pretty well. So we'll have to see. But for those who weren't there at the start, we will have a Final Fantasy video coming out this Saturday. It should be another dungeon video where I do my first live playthrough of the dungeon, and it was a lot of fun. I also mix in some sort of recap of some of the story moments I enjoyed that we haven't talked about in a little while. But until then, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Zeriko, Drekleg, Sonic, thanks for coming. I literally just started watching. I'm so sorry, Sonic. Thank you for coming for the end. Razor Dragon, thanks for coming. Toy Christopher says, I wish the character creation... Oh, yeah, the tough guy comment. Thanks for coming, Toy Christopher. I'll see you all in the next one. How was Stormblood? Okay, I'll answer a couple questions, Sonic. I'm sorry. Stormblood was good. It's... what was I saying? I'm just completed the Bardam's Metal Dungeon. I think I keep making that name worse each time I say it. But I've really been enjoying it. I've loved the last couple zones I've been in. And I've been quietly working away at the MSQ in the background, so I'm excited to kind of do more of a catch-up video. I talk a bit about everything in the video coming out Saturday, so hopefully you enjoy it. Oh, and thank you, Terminus Thanks. Yes, I have my mount. All right, bye everyone. Thanks for coming.